Hey cowboys, neighbors, friends. Welcome back to Cooking with Derek. Welcome back to the yurt. And welcome to episode 2 of Derek Does Hollywood. Paul Hollywood, eminent baker from the United Kingdom. And this cookbook, Celebrate. Recipe in here for beef pies, handheld beef pies. That's what we're going to make today. So stick around the kitchen and I'll be back here as soon as I throw on an apron and I get a few things together. We're going to make beef pies. Once again, welcome back. If it's your first time here, please subscribe down below, and thanks for joining us today. Hey cowboys, neighbors, friends. Here I am at the cooker, and I'm warming up a nice pan here. This is about just above medium. I'm going to add, these are beef and onion meat pies. So I'm going to add about 2 onions sliced fine. I'm going to fry these up. I just want to get them soft. I don't need to add any color. There. I'm going to add some black pepper. Just give it a nice sprinkle of black pepper. And we'll get these going. If you choose, you can also add diced celery, diced carrot, add then at the very end some frozen peas and get that type of meat pie. I'm just doing beef and onion because I think that's a really nice flavor. And yeah, you're in charge of your own meat pies. You decide what goes in. So a couple of minutes of this, and then I'll show you the next step. Hey, I'm still at the cooker. It's been about 7 or 8 minutes. So I've turned down to medium low, and you want the onions soft, not particularly any color. So then turn it up to, what does Paul say here? I've got Paul's cookbook right here. Increase heat to high and add the ground beef. Cook until brown, stirring and breaking up the beef with a wooden spoon. I think we can handle that. That's pretty typical of cooking beef. So I've turned it up to high. This is nice Alberta ground beef. I tell you, that's why it's famous all across the country. Okay, so let's cook and get this nice and brown. Have you had meat pies? Do you like meat pies? It's amazing how many people haven't in this part of my life. I grew up on food like this, handheld meat pies, Smedley's meat pies, all sorts of goodies. So if I can introduce these to a new generation, I'm happy about that. So cook and brown, and catch up with me when it's done. Hey, it's just about finished browning, which I think is a good thing. And smell a good beef and onion. You never get tired of that. You never get tired of it. It's a beautiful flavor combo. The next thing I'm going to do is I have a tablespoon of flour. And I'm going to sprinkle it onto the beef. And I'm going to stir it in real good. You don't want to see any flour left. You want it all mixed in. Okay, that's all mixed in thoroughly. The next thing, I have a cup of beef broth. Stir that in, bring it to a boil, and I'm going to add a generous splash. He calls for generous splash of Worcestershire sauce. Well, I can do that. Okay, we're going to cook and stir this until it's thick, and smells good. Smells real good. Okay. And what does he say here? Bring to a simmer, stirring and cook until the liquor is thickened. And then taste and season with salt and pepper. It's not quite thick yet. Okay. I think that's probably good. What I have to now is turn this off and If you're going to use frozen peas in it, now's the time to add it. Just stir them in. And but I'm going to take this off the heat and let it cool. In the meantime, make some hot water pastry. I'll show you how that's done. And Hester Presto, there's going to be handheld beef pies, a la Paul Hollywood. Thanks for following along so far. Okay, next step, hot water pastry. The filling is cool. You need cold filling to go into pastry shells. Hot water pastry is easy peasy, I tell you, especially if you have a food processor. I have in here 3 cups of flour, or 375 grams or whatever. It's 3 3 1/3 cups of flour. So I'm going to turn this on, and I've added some salt, so just give it a stir. Now I'm going to add chilled butter, and this is, let's see now, I want 60 grams of butter. I've already measured it, so I'm just going to cut it and drop it in. 60 grams of butter. Calls for unsalted. I never buy it. I just use butter and it turns out just fine. So whatever tickles your fancy. I've got the pastry blade on. As soon as it looks like breadcrumbs, I stop. I think that does it. In this pot behind me, it's hot water pastry. This works different than any other pastry method, I tell you that much. I have, let's see, I've got 75 grams of lard, and I have 150 grams of water. Boil together, dump it in, and there you go. I'm going to turn this on. That 150 grams of water is split. I did 100 boiled, and now I'm going to add in 50 more of chilled water, or room temperature water. Then this is going to come together as a pastry, so they tell me. Let's see now. Just about, but I think it needs a little bit more water. And let's put that on run, open this up. There we go. Sometimes it depends on the hydration of your flour. This is going to be perfect. Okay, let's get this stuff out of the way. And so there's butter and lard in this pastry. Like I said, it's a different kind of pastry. It requires heat, but it's sturdier. It's perfect for handheld pies. So let's see how this is going to behave for us. That's only the first time I've used that pastry blade on this food processor. Okay, this should come together. Absolutely. And it's warm, and you want to deal with, it's been a long time since I've made hot water pastry, but you want to give it a bit of a knead, draw it all together, and knead to form a smooth ball. Okay, I'm going to cut these in two, about 1/3 for the tops, and the other 2/3 for the bottoms. I'm going to start rolling it out in just a sec. Okay, we're going to start rolling out some pastry, and I want 18 bottoms. I'll put a little bit of flour on the bench. And in the meantime, if you're making these, you should have your oven preheating. And that's what I'm going to do right now. Turn it on to 400. Power, bake, 400, start. And it's a fast preheat. Okay. This is working out just fine. Get 18. I've got 1.5 muffin pans lightly greased. Now let's see here. 1, 2. And hot water pastry, if I remember correctly, you have to work fairly quickly. Okay, folks, I got busy. I rolled out all the bottoms and I've rolled up the tops, and now we're going to start filling a few things. So meet me here in a minute. Okay, meat pies. I've got the pastry rolled out. I've got the lids all cut. Kind of tedious to watch, so I didn't throw that in, but you know, it's pretty much it. Hot water pastry, once you get that, you can manipulate it. It's kind of like Play-Doh. Shouldn't say that, but you know, you can manipulate it and it goes well. So anyways, I've got the cooled filling. I'm going to start just putting a heaping tablespoon in each one. Alrighty, I've got filling in, enough filling I think in these. I can put some of them I can put a little bit more in. It's always easier to add a bit more than to take it out. Then you just start taking around with them and too much work. Okay, so I've got a little bit of extra filling, but that hot on a slice of toast? Absolutely. I'm gonna use my fingers. My hands are clean. What I'm gonna do is just rub water around the edge of each of these pastries. I'm going to start putting the lids on. First I'll set the lids on, and then I'll see what I have to do with each one. I'll show you when I'm finished. Okay, folks, check this out. These are ready to go in the oven. I'm going to do that right now. It's sitting at a nice comfortable 400 degrees. And I'm going to slide those in. And close the door. And Paul claims that they are done in, let me turn the page here. In, let's have a look. 25 to 30 minutes until the pies are golden brown and crisp. Okay, so they're in the oven for 25 minutes. I'll set a timer and clean up. I did brush a beaten egg with the salt on top and put into a skewer, put a steam hole in the top of each one. But they're going to be some nice meat pies, and meet you back here shortly. Hi folks, it has been 25 minutes. I have some, check these out, beef pies a la Paul Hollywood. There's a dozen. There's 6 more. So I made 18. Are they as pretty as his? Because some of his have lattice tops and braid work and all that kind of stuff. No. Do they look as tasty? Absolutely. So, excuse me. let them rest in the pan for 5 minutes, and then I'll take them out and show you what they look like. Hey, cowboys, neighbors, friends. I'm in the kitchen. These have cooled for 5 minutes. I took them out of the pans. Check them out. I think they look pretty good. The filling tastes good. Pastry, hot water pastry, is sturdy enough. You can pick it up and it's not all crumbly. And yet it's crisp and has a good flavor. Butter and lard mixture. First, if it's your first time here, thanks for watching. If you came this far, thanks again. It's my kitchen, and Cooking with Derek takes place in a wonderful yurt in central Alberta. And there you go. I hope you try some of this cooking. I hope you come back again, and I hope you subscribe down below. Thanks for watching, and take care, folks.